Well, I come out here. Miss Wanda's been keeping the peppers picked, but
Getting blossom in right or something eat it?
no, it's
Something's eating it.
no, it's just they just do that. It's just shrinking in there a little bit. These are not the hot ones. These are the Fulia jalapenos. Guys, are white flies. Look at that.
There's one.
That's just they have been the bane of our existence this year. We've never had them this bad. Never.
This early.
This early. Yeah, they come, but they've been late. Last year, this bed stayed peppers up here. We harvested over 1,000 peppers off this thing last year.
You planted these from seed.
These are the ones we planted, but we had to pull them up because white flies in just a couple of days took them over. And literally, I'm talking about.
And took
and
did another
they're
one.
underneath the leaves of these bananas here. I mean, look at them.
Yeah. They're not really hurting them, but you can see.
They're there.
Now these tomatoes I took and trimmed back because they have some on them, but something's biting them. Not white flies, I don't
They're like
think.
stink bugs.
Stink bugs, I believe, were eating
There's a worm in that one.
somewhere.
I just mashed him. I know he was in there. I felt him when he popped.
So these will come down shortly.
Yeah, these will come out.
We didn't
soon.
like these tomatoes anyways. These
No, I won't ever grow. That was a stink bug. Whew.
Yeah,
Good
that's what I'm
Lord,
saying.
have
The
mercy.
stink
That's what I
bugs.
felt pop in my fingers. I thought it was a worm, but it was a stink bug. Yeah, these we never did like these. These were the Roma. I won't plant them
Roma
again.
2 or something like that.
I
And we
won't
didn't.
ever fool with them.
We didn't like those. Now his
Yeah,
Danny corn, it hadn't fell down, but it's
it's got kernels on it.
a few.
Yeah.
His Danny corn did okay in here, but
Yeah, to be just 2 or 3 stalks, I didn't think it would pollinate at all. But well, let's see.
now his peanuts,
The peanuts
some
are-
of them are doing really good.
the
They're
grasshoppers
blooming. The grasshoppers
leave them
eating.
alone.
Yeah, the grasshoppers.
We have to leave this dead gum high tone open because it is so hot in here.
Now the
these here-
grapes, are they ready yet?
got seeds in them.
I thought this was seedless. Not seedless, are they?
They're not quite. They're a little bit tart.
All right, that's the only out of all this. That's the only tag
Only
we've
tag.
seen.
We've seen right there.
Now these peppers, I harvested some off the lunchbox orange.
We had them last night.
Yeah, and the celery's still going.
The Marconi's has not made anything yet.
They're blooming. They're finally doing some blooming in
Banana
here.
peppers are trying to grow.
We've harvested 2 or 3 of those.
There's a few little jalapenos on that one.
Few eggplants, but I'm fixing to take the eggplants up. I didn't like the type
Look up
eggplant.
there.
But look at this.
Oh my goodness.
Mr. Danny's got to get a ladder.
I feel like I'm in California. Harvesting grapes.
Hotel California.
Uh-oh, they're falling off.
Yeah, you got to be really careful.
These are wrapped around through a bunch of stuff here. I'm having to be really easy with them because Miss Wanda wants to make something with them.
These are tiny, but they have seeds in them.
Yeah, they got seeds in them, but they got a good taste.
Yeah. So I'm probably going to just see about juicing them or something and then making something with the juice. I didn't want to lose them. I mean, we can eat them. We just have to spit seeds out. Not beyond that either.
No, not beyond it. That's so pretty.
Isn't that nice?
Nice.
All I can say is blessed. That was a impulse buy at the grocery store.
It was. Just wanted to come toting that out from the grocery store. I was like, what are you doing?
I said, we don't have a purple grape. And what was this one called?
Catawba.
Catawba grape. And a lot of people said they're supposed to get bigger than that. But
well, this is her first year.
they made a lot. They just are small. That's just amazing.
Guys, I'm having to be really careful. I'm not a young man anymore.
And he's standing in a pot.
And I'm standing in a pot.
His ladder's got tractor parts on it, don't it? One
Yeah.
of his ladders is one he would
ladders.
use.
It has tractor parts on it. And I'm not scared of heights, you know, but
You're doing a balancing act on dirt that's not
I'm having to,
packed down.
yeah. Look, I mean, look at that.
Isn't that pretty? Hold it.
That's so pretty. And a lot of them's done dried up.
I got raisins.
Yep.
I wonder what they taste like on the vine. I hadn't tried raisins on the...
I don't know.
And the peanuts are all blooming in here. I mean, it looks good with the blooms and everything. So maybe we might get a few peanuts off some of them.
Well, guys, we was coming back through by the blueberry orchard, and I told Wanda, I said, let me stop and check that peach tree and see if it has any peaches left on it. And it does, and they fall off when you touch them. So, before something else gets them, we've already picked like 5 off of this tree.
And how old is this tree?
I planted this tree last year. So, I mean...
But is it one we bought?
Yeah, that's one that we bought.
Or is it one that was in the high tunnel?
I don't think it was in the high tunnel because we didn't have no white peaches in the high tunnel.
No, we did not. And these are white peaches.
These are white peaches here. No worms. I mean...
They've been fabulous.
They've been really, really good. You know, oh, I see a peach over yonder on one of them other trees. I think that was a Red Haven over yonder.
One of them we got out here was a Red Haven, and it was delicious.
I'm gonna lay these on top of the okra right here. We was over at Deep South the other day doing some work, and I walked down to some guys. We got peaches several years ago, and I just dumped all the seeds out down the hill from the house. And
on the hugel bed.
On the hugel bed. No, these was down. They were down by the corral, and they just come up everywhere.
Yeah.
And I dug up some of them. And I said they'll probably never do nothing, you know, because they were just little bitty trees. I dug them up, put them on the hugel bed, and hadn't been paying much attention to them because they're only about this tall, about a little bit bigger than these.
A lot bushier.
Lot more bushy, yeah. We stopped by there the other day. There is hundreds of peaches on those trees. Seeds all over the ground where something's been coming at night and eating them. But they're little small peaches. Like, they're about the size of an apricot. I told Wanda, I said, do you want me to harvest them? And she said, yes, get them, because there's not hardly any worms in them. I mean, every now and then you'll find a worm.
But for the most part, no.
No. I took and eat one. It was pretty good. So I told her, I said, I went through the trees, there's 2 trees. I went through them and got what I felt was ripe or really close to being ripe. And there was still probably 100 left on the trees. And we brought them to the camp house and wanted to sit there and cut them. Because they're not cling free, she just cut them peeling and all off of the seeds. And
I let them sit about 2-3 days.
Yeah, about 2 to 3 days. Let them get good and ripe and in a controlled environment. And she cut them all off, and she's put them in the freezer right now to get ready as soon as we get through with all of them. I think you're going to can them, ain't you?
Yeah, I'm planning on it, and we have about that many on the tree, and I have about half that many ready to be cut up.
Plus, I've picked would you say it's close to a 5-gallon bucket of Moonglow pears?
Yeah, I've got to start doing pears like in a day or 2.
Yeah, I was looking at them, and when you mash around the stem on the top of them, if they start feeling soft, you got to get them, you know, because a pear ripens from the inside out, not from the outside in. And if you leave them staying on the tree until they fall off, the inside's done deteriorated. So I went around the tree what I could reach. I didn't have my pole picker for the big ones way up in the top, and I picked almost a 5-gallon bucket off of there of big pears, you know.
And we're going to be doing pears soon, and figs are not far behind. The fig tree's loaded, they're small.
Yeah, this year the freeze got the first batch because we had a late freeze, and the figs came on a second time, and they're kind of usually we done picking figs by now, but they're still kind of small and green. They haven't gotten to the point where they're you know, maturing yet. So usually the figs come first, then the pears, and then the muscadines. Well, this year the pears coming first, then the figs, and then the muscadines. So you don't ever know. Now I tell you what was a blessing to me was Mr. Mickey from Hills Mill Homestead put a video up showing his fruit orchard with that Electroculture. And I am so envious of one of the trees I sent back with him.
Mickey, we want our tree back.
Guys, Mr. Mickey is so blessed with that Electroculture, the way he's got it set up. Those peaches, that trees, they're big as them blueberries, yeah. Big old peaches just hanging on them everywhere. And I'm like, and them Electroculture rods are sticking right up in there with them, you know, and I'm sitting there going like, now, you know what? Everybody says there ain't no truth to that. I gotta get out of the sun. That sun is killing me. I'm good mind to take you all down and show you the peach orchard with the Electroculture on a sand bed hill, and then take you out to the fruit orchard that's on top of a hill out there with good pasture soil and show you the difference where there's no Electroculture and where there is Electroculture. Both of them have been treated exactly the same with fertilizers and limes and everything like that. I think it might be a good thing to show. Plus, we talked about showing the how much they had grown since we cut the notches in them. Now, I haven't even been down there to look at them. Does it make a difference? Have they grown any? You know, because they may not have grown none. I don't know. I haven't been down there. See, look at this little quince here from Mr. Jerry. I mowed around it and left the grass sitting here, and I blowed it up to it. It has put on a lot of new growth and is doing good. The deer got to that one right yonder again. They chewed it off pretty good. I got apple trees over yonder. They just will not let them go at all. We are going to have to put something in this fruit orchard to keep those deer out of here. We had the bone sauce and it worked, but that's been a year ago. I came out the other night and there was 4 deer in the fruit orchard right here. 2 of them went through that fence right there, and 2 of them went out in the pecan orchard and went down to the pond. So it tells me they're coming from 2 different directions. So I am going to have to fence this fruit orchard, and I've got some extra dog barking monitors. So I think I'm going to bring them up here, and I'm going to put them out. They've ate my mulberries off, and I had the mulberries in a cage, and they stuck their nose through the cage and still eat the mulberries. I have my hazelnuts. They stuck their nose through the cages and eat the hazelnuts off. Okay, these are the Deep South peach trees right here. These two right here. Got the Electroculture rod. They're up above it now. Definitely above it.
I know one of them was...
This one was up to it, wasn't it?
I think, and this one back here was already above it. So
yeah,
now a lot of them are getting toward it.
So this one's pretty good. This one's, boy, these are really taking off.
Looking good.
These down here, now this one still looks a little puny.
It needs its own rod.
Where's
your notch?
Where did I, oh here it is. Here it is right here. I cut the notch right here. So, right here, we come across, remember we came across, so
it has grown some.
Grown some.
In a week. Wow.
This one has shot up. Look how much taller this one is. It was right here. Now something did eat the top side of it right here, the deer.
Okay, so we've got to get our deer out of here.
They did eat the leaves off of that one.
Where's
this one, I cut it right here. Here's the notch right there. You can see it.
Is that the notch?
Yep, right there.
Dang.
So we need these beside each tree. Now, Mr. Mickey, I was looking at his.
He's got one on each tree?
He's got one on each tree. Now, he said it'll do a 10-foot circumference, so I'm 20 feet. This tree is in the middle. It's right at the edge. This is like 10 foot and 10 foot. It's right at the edge, so it's not getting much out
We
here.
need to see Mr. Mickey about one,
I need
two, three, about 5 or 6 more, at least 6 more.
I need to get some more of them, because look at this one here. Now this one's
It's put some good.
This one's put some good growth on. It's in between these two.
Yeah.
Right here. It's doing fairly well. Now, did I put a notch on this one?
Yeah, well, we were talking
No,
about...
we were talking about this was the thing. So this
one really hasn't gone up
It
much.
hasn't done anything. Right
and
here.
that one is...
That's Miss Vicky sent that Indian peach. It's just...
It needs its own.
It's getting a peach leaf curl.
It is.
It's getting a curl and a blight. We need to get that off of there.
The leaves are odd from a...
Yeah, they're a different kind of peach altogether. Now this one has really grown a good bit, because this one was little. It had a steel cage around it, and I took it out from around it because I knew if I didn't, I wasn't going to get it out of it. And something had eaten one of the limbs right here, so I went ahead and cut it off. I remember that about a week ago when I took that cage off. Let's see this one. Where did I put the notch at? Right here.
Okay.
So this one's grown about 12 inches.
Each one of them's probably done about close to 12 inches.
The ones that have the rods by them. Now look at this one. This one has nothing by it. And it's...
I don't remember where it was at last time, but it wasn't this high.
No, it wasn't this tall. It was definitely not this high.
If we have a peach orchard like Mr. Mickey's, thank you, Mr. Mickey.
Thank you, Mr. Mickey.
Y'all check out Hills Mills Homestead.
Oh, I got to harvest my carrots too.
Notch on this one.
Where's my notch at? Did I put a notch?
I don't know. Did you?
I thought I put a notch on all of them.
I don't know, unless
I missed it.
Thought this, but I don't remember on that one.
No, I did. I guess I just missed it. Because I don't see a notch nowhere unless it's way down yonder somewhere, and I don't think it's way down there.
But notch it now, like right in here.
I'm going to come up, because it's about level right there, about like that.
So we can check it next week.
I thought I notched that.
I just don't see one.
Look at that dog.
Are you happy?
I got to go
she
get
likes playing with
I've
grass.
got to go get a bucket, baby. I got to harvest these.
Oh, look at that.
I've been trying to save them and get some more carrot seeds since we lost all the other ones.
Well, we got them somewhere. We just don't know where.
I just need to get me a bucket. And
you finding some carrots?
yeah, we still got some in here. The tops keep pulling off of them. And some of them ain't even got no tops on them. They just carrots stuck in the ground.
Best way to salvage some. Now
with
the rain.
There's no carrots in there. I mean, no tops.
Yeah. Look at that. Woo! Lucy, you got carrots. She likes carrots, but she likes cooked carrots. I don't know if she'd eat a raw carrot.
There ain't no, I'm just running my fingers through the dirt. There ain't even no
tops.
No tops hardly on them at all. I should have brought me a bucket, I reckon.
Well, you got one, but you got seed in it.
Yeah.
All right, that's enough. I already got okra and everything else to do. So now I got carrots. I see carrot salad in your future.
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
I got fresh pears.
Yep.
I might could put fresh pears in your carrot salad.
It's quite possible. Quite possible.
I actually have apples. If you'd like apples in your carrot salad. I usually do pears because I don't have apples, but I do have apples.
We got apples now.
I'm probably going to have to can some carrots, aren't I?
Well.
It's looking like I'm fixing to can carrots too. I was going to can some okra. I guess I got to can carrots.
I mean, I could sit here. There's probably a 5-gallon bucket full of them here.
Don't pull that many yet.
Because you take like right here.
Ooh, yes.
The rabbits need something to eat anyway. I'll take some of these tops up for the rabbits.
They like what's left of the tops and any pieces.
Yeah.
Once I kind of clean them a little. It don't take long to can carrots. Now, carrots is one of the easier things. I think it's 20, 25 minutes.
Guys, we were down here at the 60-foot raised bed after we got through cooking some carrot tops and pulling some carrots, and looked over here. I don't remember us planting these.
We did plant some fingerlings. So I harvested the potatoes. There was fingerlings and regular potatoes down here, and I harvested a few of them.
Oh, okay. Well, they're coming back up.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure.
It looks like fingerlings.
I don't know if you could dig one and see, but I think it's fingerlings.
Yeah, I can look at the top of it. Regular potatoes don't look like that.
So,
now this here, it looks like a regular potato.
Yeah, that one does.
And one next to it. But these are all fingerlings, look like through here.
I had 2 different kinds in here.
Well, more food's all I can say.
Volunteer.
Volunteering, land race. Trying to get them when the insides are all dry like that. So we can, that one is...
Getting
close. It's close. I think it's close enough.
This one definitely is.
I know that one is, yeah.
Show the inside.
They curl up. I don't want to move too much because seeds will start falling out.
But all that is a lot of seeds. That's a lot.
That's a lot of carrot seeds. Yeah. Now they're full of insects. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, the insects love to hide in them.
They love to get up in them and hide. So what we're going to do is we're taking these to the prepper shack, and I'm putting them in a plastic tote. I see seeds falling out. I'm putting them in a plastic tote, letting them lay out and dry really, really good, because there's a little bit of moisture on them this morning from the dew. And we will have our Corota carrot seeds.
That we've saved. We've got some somewhere. Danny lost them.
They're lost. I don't know what happened to them. I'm trying my best to not lose these this year. They're here somewhere. It's just in all of our moving process. They got put somewhere. I don't know where.